So I was just asked if you can make good money in the gig app community. And I said, yeah. You basically have to go like a long time. And you have to be like allowed by your own government to go for as long as you really need to go. But do you have a life? I wouldn't say that you have a life. He's just a young lad, and he says, well, I'm afraid I'll never be able to own a house, because by the time I get to be the age to own a house, they say that the average house is going to cost near $500,000. Well, and if it costs nearly $500,000 to buy a house, it says how could I make money to even get there? I said, I don't know, I would think of a business plan and come up with your own business that you can get online and learn Marshmallow or the app language to make your own app. But other than that, I don't know what people are going to do in the future. I wish there was an answer, but as far as I'm concerned, I've had a really crazy life. So it really makes me ultra sad to know that that's how this world's design is heading. Basically making it to where these kids just have no real incentive to be anything better than the world is showing them to be. In any kind of way, they're just trying to make sure to snake people out of their own abilities. So, and it does, it really does. It really doesn't allow people to think like, oh, I can get out of slavery, poverty, not making enough money, or whatever. Unless you're going to go and learn the world's decree of being a doctor or lawyer. But even then, like, is the money even worthwhile? Like, you're literally like selling out to sell your souls, for heaven's sake. Like, and if that's the plan, then I don't know, man. I guess I have a difference of opinion. I don't think the money out here is worthwhile, because I don't think it's money at all. They basically made a currency to call a debt-based dollar a currency when it's not really a currency at all. Currency like flows and allows for flow. What they've done is like made dams all over the place for like real money to be made. So if you're like, you want to be free from the type of shitty design that's in this life, it's kind of like good luck, because there's not really much else you can do unless you're left alone, mind you, like not targeted. And if you're targeted, you're just fucked. Like you don't have any chance in hell to get out from under. So basically, if you want to side with the devil, you can have a life, sure. You can have this blink of an eye of an eternal, like this is your heaven here, right here. Right here is your home. Right here is your heaven. It's all you get. And then in the end, you just don't actually get to own your soul. The devil does, and the devil is going to throw you under just as fast as these other people are throwing people under the bus. So it's not like there's like a real moral way to make money. I mean, there's a few, but as far as I'm concerned, My whole life has been ruined. My whole mind has been ruined. My whole availability to create a life of my own outside of abuse has been ruined. So if there's no real chance at me establishing something based on, 1.5 plus million charities out there and actually getting out from under, then no, there's no getting life back. Like 43 years of non-stop abuse, and there's just no availability to that money. It's just not there. The money, it just doesn't care. Is this it, or is it the next one? I think it's this one. 412. Yes, it is. Anyway, all I do is slave. Like, I'm a fucking slave, and they're just trying to take away not only my mind and my money and my love life and everything. Like, there's no life that can actually be had from what I've lived through, unless something magical happens, which I pray for, or hope for, but I can't make that so. I just feel bad for the whole, like, the kids that are like, what can I do? Well, I don't know what the answer is, sorry.